And here comes Ronald Reagan in the 1980s. So it's Ronald Reagan. He's president starting in 1980. Remember trickle-down economics? Reagan lowers that tax rate for the wealthiest Americans down to 28%, theorizing and selling it to the rest of us that if the wealthiest Americans had more money, it would trickle down to everybody else. Guess what? It doesn't. So now we know that all this does is put money into the hands of the wealthiest Americans and into corporations. The other thing that Reagan does is he fires the air traffic controllers when they go on strike, replaces them. So this sends a message to other businesses, hey, this strike thing, we don't have to play ball. We can fire our workers too. And we see the decline in unions steadily from the 1980s to today, when today union membership is the lowest it's ever been on record. So if you remember Teddy Roosevelt and his antitrust movement, those regulations are actually rolled back starting in the 1970s. So that's why we sort of in the 1980s think of it as this takeover madness, Richard Gere and Pretty Woman just taking over companies and destroying them. Remember the immigrant population of the Gilded Age? Well, we're there today as well. The immigrant population of today, every 1 in 8 Americans is an immigrant. So again, we have a large immigrant workforce available to be exploited by big business. And if all that weren't enough, then we have a COVID-19 pandemic, which benefits the wealthiest Americans in our country through the stock market. And in 2024, Forbes releases its wealthiest 400 in America list. They are worth about $5.4 trillion right now, and that's up $1 trillion from the year before.